He's waking up.
Help him up. Welcome to... What? The then tell me. Is that so? The people, for some and for all, and power. I'm with them in blood. I believe that I don't. You don't have to. That's true. But since you're here, and as the lord of this place, I want you to speak with Dinholm and try to. He's the commander of Camelot with the men. Palamides' shield use. That shield rests beneath the men here. And legend has it, I don't. And you're probably just as attached to your head, which you'll lose if we catch you. If you need.
Just keep your head down. Ah. From man and you. Life man lord it. Chalba, I say. Take care.
Oi! Good. Tell. Sorry, straight through. Because if come and I stay out.
Yeah, we can skip through a lot of this.
Do you need something? Welcome to my home. What's it? But finally, believe my dick. Leave it go.
Oh. I didn't talk to you before. Are you a ghost? Hey, I'm talking to you.
Please don't yell.
You look unsettling. What happened? Sigh. Okay.
What? Show the hole. Move it. Through. Crap.
Have you come? If now, sir.
You're going to. Do you need? Well, but there's count the and. Oh, I'm true. But if there is. He got caught in a rainstorm. If you need more details. No, you should. If he says the up, or you can just.
You're helping that jailer with the weird face, are you? Might as well throw me in the stocks then. I ain't going down peaceful, that's for sure. I want to go to my family.
What are you talking about?
What am I talking about? Everyone treats me like some old fool who doesn't know what he's talking about. I can see what everyone around me is plotting. I'll remember all of this. You hear me?
What about your family?
They live in the lower district. I'll go to them. But that cursed wench won't let me leave.
Ailey said that your family's gone, taken to the island asylum.
Bollocks. There's been no Red Death since King Arthur's times. I bet she's the one who filled your head with all that nonsense, eh? Don't listen to her. You can tell right away that nothing good comes from her. Good folk don't end up twisted like she is.
Always a pleasure.
Leave.
Clink, clink!
Did you hear it? Yeah, it was... when the...
You're doing okay.
Ah, pardon the wait, my wife? The sense... There, well, will it be? Family, my wife? A week, if it... if... We should be ready to You would, if you...
I'm not gonna loot anything. Not worth it.
You need something?
Why are people still asleep?
You startled me.
Did I?
Just passing through. Good. Welcome. Please. Eat. Eat the. His. He. But. Gods. when you put it so bluntly. The hollow look in his eyes. I love this house, but the men tell me.
Whoa! Put that away. Did you... True, how did you... What? Yes, whatever you... Thank you. I promise. Here.
How can I? That's danger. He may. I'm. No, they. I. When all I know, I should go.
My I don't give you. What could you? I'm not. I just. It's just. Then what? No, there's a night. Danger. It doesn't make any people. I didn't write those almanacs. I thought people. I was just trying. Oz, his they and. Wait. If here. Thank you and.
Cool.
Always a pleasure to see you. So, you sure own some but so. Make that, please.
This is but a me.
Nice to see you. You're not here to talk about the men here, are you? Oh, please say no. I've had my fill of that topic for a lifetime. Oh, there are far more exciting things to chat about. Like treasure hunting, for instance. You got a look about you. I bet you've been to some dangerous places, haven't you? I'm Bonksy, by the way. I'm an adventurer myself. I have a few trinkets to sell from my last expedition. Want to take a look?
What is this talk about men here?
Oh, I'm not entirely sure. I'm just passing through. From what I understand, Camelot wants to move it to their place along with the inhabitants, but they prefer to stay. They want to live in one place their whole lives. Can you imagine that?
An adventure, huh? What kind of adventures are we talking about?
Oh, all different kinds. Like the ones where you crawl through damp caves or cold tombs, dodge traps, and hope whatever's growling in the dark isn't hungry.
Sounds like what I spend most of my time doing.
Really? Oh, then you know exactly what I'm talking about.
You seem a bit young for this life.
Oh, maybe I am. But I manage just fine. And I wouldn't trade this life for anything else. If I had to stay in one place, I'd die of boredom.
Old tombs, so you rob graves.
Oh, I just take old, forgotten trinkets. They're no use for the dead anyway. It's not robbery if nobody's around to miss them. Think of it as giving treasures a second chance to shine.
What was your latest adventure?
A trip to the caves by the bay in the south. The bandits set up a camp there, so I decided to go after their loot. After all, stealing from a thief isn't a crime, right? They were drunk, so I thought I could sneak in and grab the treasure without any trouble. But I guess I underestimated them. They caught on and started chasing me. 4 or 5 of them, I think. I made it to the exit, and then there was a giant ogre on the beach. I barely managed to slip past it, and the bandits backed off.
Quite the stroke of luck.
You bet. Well, crazy stories like that keep happening to me all the time. I usually barely manage to escape with my life. And I owe all my luck to my magical hairpin. I picked it up from a delightful wandering merchant who goes by the name Malachi. He said the hairpin was blessed by the Lady of the Lake herself.
I know Malaki. He's a fraud.
Really? But he seems so nice. So that means my hairpin isn't magical. Well, my mum always said that if you believe in something strongly enough, it will surely come true. My hairpin is magical, and I'm sticking to that.
How's business?
Slowly but surely. In Connacht, fewer people than I expected are looking for artifacts, potion ingredients, or adventuring gear, so I'm counting on travelers. Like you. You must be interested in unique enchanted items, right? Oh, of course you are. I've got something, well, peculiar. But it comes with a fascinating story. It's a piece of armor I found on one of my expeditions. A beautiful knightly breastplate with just one tiny flaw. It screams in pain when it's struck. It's kind of funny, but I'm afraid not many people have the sense of humor to wear it. I'll let it go for a mere 200 coins.
150.
All right, deal. I just want to get rid of this gear and hit the road. Oh, one more thing. This armor came with a letter. I found both in the ancestral tomb of the Gévaudan family. Oh, I'm a little jealous, to be honest. This sounds like the beginning of an exciting adventure. I chased the trail myself, but first, I need to sell off my finds so I can travel light. With a full coin purse, of course. Good to see you.
Spell power by 2%. Unique damage. Additional damage. Plus 1 skill point permanently?
Nice to see you. Take care now.
Damn it, Walt.
You doing okay?
Takes 20% of incoming damage instead of you while screaming in agony? That sounds fun. I want to keep Argonite with me.
Always a pleasure to see you. Welcome! I haven't seen you around before, but since you decided to visit, I can tell that you have excellent taste. One day, a friend of mine asked me if her new dress looked good, and I told her, you have excellent taste. She was tickled pink and said, oh, do you really think so? And I said, absolutely. After all, you came to me for advice.
Oh my gosh.
Let's get down to business. My name is Osmond. If you're in need of a bow or some arrows, I'm here to
The voice volume balance is so bad. This act. You offer advice. Why would I listen to you?
No. Good advice is always handy, especially when it comes from someone experienced. And believe me, when it comes to archery, I'm not just an expert. I'm beyond that. In fact, I'd be surprised if you found anyone on Avalon who knows more about it than I do.
Really? And what makes you the greatest expert on Avalon?
Well, find me someone else who's been doing this for over 40 years. Every aspect of it. Back in '84, I was chosen to represent Connacht in the team archery tournament. And I wasn't even a lick over 18 back then. During one round, we were shooting at targets 100 meters away. The target was the size of a small apple and the wind was blowing from the left. So, I took aim and wham! Right in the middle. Even the captain of the Camelot team jumped up and asked, have you got any more like this one? Maybe the boy would rather shoot for us.
If you're that good, then why haven't I heard of you?
If you were older, you surely would have heard of me. I could have been the first of Avalon's archers. They almost knighted me. But as it happened, I joined the watch, got married, and, well, that was that. Hey, if only I'd had the common sense back then that I have now.
What can you tell me about Connacht?
About Connacht? What do you want to know?
Tell me about the relocation to Camelot.
There's not much to say. They told us the men here's gone out, and now they want to move us along with it, but the way they're handling it, they've been here for weeks. If I were in charge of the Camelot troops, we'd have been done in 3 days.
Tell me about Lord Yvain.
He's a good man, but that woman of his, oh, mother preserve me. She once set herself on fire along with half the mansion. Yvain nearly lost his life trying to save her. Honestly, I'd have just let her burn. She wants to go up in smoke, be my guest. It's a shame about the mansion, though.
Can you tell me about yourself?
I was born here, and I've been shooting a bow ever since I was a wee lad. Even as a nipper, I had better aim than boys 5 years older than me. Around 81 or 82, I remember being allowed to practice with the adults, even though I was only 14 or so. One time, our master, we called him Uncle, gathered us in a meadow. He said, lads, we're gonna have a contest. Whoever shoots the farthest gets a honeyed apple and a beer from me. They were shooting and shooting, but I just took one glance, aimed, and whoosh. My arrow flew half again as far as their farthest shot. 300 meters easily. So they turned to me and went, come on, Osmond, we can't compete with you. You always win. Osmond, you always win. That's what they said.
Uh-huh.
I could have joined Camelot's army. With my aim, they would have made me one of the royal archers. But leaving was tough, especially since the girls here love to watch me shoot. They'd squeal with delight every time. And in Camelot, during a war, who knows what might have happened, so I decided to stay in Connacht and join the watch.
Uh-huh.
In the watch, I taught others to shoot. Some of them loved those lessons so much they kept practicing even after sunset. So I'd ask them, what are you doing here? You can't even see the target. And they'd reply, oh, but the lessons with you are just too short, and we're really excited about archery.
Uh-huh.
I kept participating in tournaments. People often bet against me, claiming I couldn't hit a bird in flight, or a bird as thin as 2 fingers. I usually came
This is so funny.
earning a decent amount of money. But somehow it all just vanished over time. Then I quit the watch and began trading in top quality bows and arrows. That's all there is to know about me. Oh, and I have an adult daughter, but I'm not sure if she's still around. She left Connacht and we lost touch.
Oh. Do you have any interesting gossip?
Gossip is for women and innkeepers. You should see Morag for that. She's both. She's a good one. About 3 years ago, I helped her fix her roof because her husband had died. and there was no one else to do it. She still mentions it. Osmond, you fixed that roof better than any roofer could. She tells me that every time she sees me.
Do you know of any work around here?
As it happens, there's something you can do for me. I've written a letter to Lord Yvain, a few suggestions on how, in my view, he ought to handle this whole business with Camelot. Figured he could use a bit of advice from someone with strategic sense, a head for negotiation, and a touch of military experience. Would you take it to him? You've got younger legs, and I'd rather not leave my stall unattended. I'll give you a few coins for your trouble.
All right.
Brilliant. Here you go. Just don't lose it. I've only got the one copy, and I've no mind to write it all out again. Hello again. Oh?
Yeah,
so
you got
what,
it.
you're just remember, the longer you put it off, the less that letter's worth. After the fact, even the best advice means nothing. Hello. Leave it already? And we were having such a good...
Always a pleasure.
Wait. Menhir's vault.
I wasn't... Elixirs, powders, ointments, got something for wounds, poisons, something to keep you on your feet through the night and help you survive the cold. And all of it made by my own hands, with science. No tricks, no vile spells.
Vile spells?
Yes, all magic is a scam. An illusion that pretends to give you something but always takes more in return. My elixirs work because they're based on knowledge and experience, not some fickle power from another world. Anyway, go ahead and read my anti-magic manifesto. I've laid it all out, why the magical plague must be wiped from Avalon.
And shop? Fully inhibits your mana regen. Not that good.
Nice to see you. Hello there. Looking for solid, affordable gear? You've come to the right place. Ah, but where are my manners? I'm Alwyn. And you, my dear stranger, look like you're in dire need of a resupply.
You seem very chipper.
Well, the men here doesn't seem to be on the verge of dying anymore, and with the Camelocians around, business is booming. The longer they stick around with nothing to spend their coin on but our stalls, the better for us. It's a bit of a shame I'll have to delay visiting my brother at the Horns of the South, but he'll understand. He always says he can't leave his stall for even a single day.
Oh, so I don't have to steal it. Buy it.
Yeah, on the fate. How now? I no. Yeah.
Oh, forgive the mess. I didn't really have much choice about where to set up my things. Normally I'd be in a tavern, but, well, it looks like the tavern is closed until further notice. That means Varel's bookshop is the only place where I can read and work in peace.
Who are you?
Oh, of course, my apologies. I'm Imran. My thoughts tend to drift far from the present. I'm a scholar of sorts, though not the kind that hides behind walls of parchment. My calling is to seek out traces of what was lost, ruins, relics, anything older than old. And yes, I'm a Pict. Not many of us wander these lands, I know. Staying in one place isn't exactly in my nature, so I travel. I learn. I dig through the bones of the world hoping to find something more ancient than mankind.
What are you working on right now?
If you're asking out of politeness, let's just leave it at this. I thank you for your interest, but I won't give an answer. Trust me. I could talk the hind leg off a donkey. No need to waste time on such things.
You're right. I'm actually curious.
Wow! That's really kind of you. So, thanks to Varel's generosity, I managed to get my hands on a certain book. Well, once a book. Now it's just a pile of loose pages. However, these are some truly fascinating loose pages. They're the writings of a Dalariata scribe from nearly 6 centuries ago. Incredible, right? But what's even more astonishing is the content. This man describes encounters with people who knew nothing of King Arthur or the homelands. Nothing at all. Do you understand what that suggests?
No, please continue.
I'll tell you. It's so exciting. I suspect Avalon may have already been inhabited by a race similar to us, long before our arrival. I've traveled across much of the island, and I've come across some mentions of the people of Farpoint, a place far in the northernmost reaches of Avalon. Few have ever ventured there.
What about the weirdness enshrouding the entire island?
And so, my friend, here we are, staring down the question, or rather the flood of questions that wouldn't leave me alone. Many Picts I've known have prolonged contact with the weirdness. I thought it was just them, a bunch of lunatics, who first dared to embrace that strange force. And what if it was the first men who knew how to live alongside the weirdness? And think about it. If we could uncover how they did it, the possibilities would be endless. It could change everything.
And what would those people from Fairpoint be doing in the south?
Perhaps the weirdness started to gather and ruin their crops, or made hunting more dangerous. Or maybe it was some sort of conflict that forced them to seek a new place on the island. Or perhaps they simply had a nomadic spirit. It's hard to say with the scraps of information I've managed to gather so far.
So what are you planning to do now?
For now, I'm trying to pull together more valuable information from these writings. But honestly, I feel like I'm hitting a wall. I won't uncover anything new just sitting here. And unfortunately, I'm stuck here for the time being. I got injured on my way to Connacht, and I'm not quite back to my full strength yet.
What about your injury?
Oh, don't worry about that, really. It's more of a, let's call it an occupational hazard rather than an actual ailment. I have to give myself some time and everything will settle back into place. I'll be as fit as a fiddle, or whatever it is you say here. Yes, something like that.
Where you want to go?
The Grotto of First Men. That tribal scribe detailed where it should be located. And I'm assuming you're asking for a reason, aren't you? I'd love to go there myself, but this is a matter of some importance to me. I don't want to wait for this one. So, if you're one of those bold souls who take such ventures, I'd be more than willing to entrust this task to you.
Sure, I'll find them.
Truly excellent. I'm deeply obliged, my friend. Here are the notes. They should guide you to the location. Return swiftly, and more importantly, safely. I'll eagerly be awaiting your return.
Do you know anything about the situation in Gwinnett?
The place seems to attract trouble. Not a good place, then. I'd run out of breath listing all the things that plague this place. And I haven't even been here that long. Of all the misfortunes these poor people are facing, I'd wager the men here is the gravest of them. The Red Death, troubling as it is, seems manageable, at least with the intervention of the priests. But the weirdness, shoot. If the men here goes out, these people will face a far greater peril than any sickness or human form of conflict.
What can you tell me about Vrel?
I heard she was a Dalariata who runs a bookshop in Connacht. I was a bit apprehensive about meeting her. I thought I'd find someone overly rattled and stripped of her own cultural heritage. But Varel, she's different. And I admire her work that she even bothers to do it. Sometimes, it feels like people have lost all interest in discovery, whether it's the kind found in verses or the kind waiting out there in the wide world. Yes, enough talk. There's a world to discover.
Welcome to Vrel's bookshop. No reading without buying. And if you're here for porn, kindly leave before you start.
You mean people were doing more than just reading here?
Aye. Look, I don't begrudge anybody their reading habits. Each to their own. But some things should be kept private.
So you're Dalrita?
Aye. Not only can I read, I can even make recommendations. Imagine that. So, if you have a joke to tell, don't bother. I'm pretty sure I've heard them all.
Oh, I got one. A Dalrita walks into a bookshop.
And then the shopkeeper says, it must be raining. Told you, I know them all. Maybe one day, I'll even compile them into a collection and burn it.
How do you end up in Kunak?
This shop belonged to my late husband. We met on the road. I was a mercenary hired to protect the caravan. He was a fine older gentleman, fascinated with a Dalrita lass who shared his love for books. It was a lethal combination for my poor heart. We didn't get near enough years together, but we were happy. We didn't have much family left, and they couldn't care less about this place, so he left it all to me.
Then why stay here?
Well, I can't just take the shop and hitch it to a cart, can I? Although I suppose that might be more or less what I need to do. I didn't hate living here, you know. It was fine when my husband was still alive. I even thought people were starting to warm up to me. And then he died, and the respect died with him. And then Camelot arrived. Everything just went downhill for there.
Always a pleasure to see you.
I am an outcast, exiled from my home by the Red Death. My struggle continues on the holy island of Avalon. When you hear the word, follow it. Set an example for other outcasts. With your faith and with your testimony, the word is our only chance to rid ourselves of the plague's taint. And if the word commands you to kill your brothers for spreading heresy, do so, for such is his way. If the word commands you to besmirch your father's name, do so and discard your sullied self, for such is your way.
Okay.
There's nothing. No. Look, it's just the end of it. No. I spread all as God the
Oi, you. Just... Dude, it's not... Yeah. Well, I'd rather... No. Yeah. I something. Hey. That... Not aiming that at me. I used to be a... Don't you... But I'll tell... I need... If I... Go... Yeah. I read... If you... There... It's nice, but... You man... You... I'll away.
I'm just not going to talk to him until I want to kill him.
Always a pleasure to...
You're back.
My friend's looking for a solution for his age-related weakness. Do you know something?
So he's just old. There's no magic cure for that. Because magic is nonsense. But science? Science has solutions. This is a blend of stimulants and enhancers. It'll make him feel like he's 20 again. Side effects? Sure, there might be some. But what doesn't come with risks? If he's desperate enough, he'll take it. If not, let him rot with his natural decline. Here, take this recipe. But prepare it carefully. Precision matters if you don't want it blowing up in your face. Or his.
Oh, hello there.
You're here. I trust there's some... I'll get...
Hello again. If you...
My friend told me Dariata has some strengthening potion. They want to try it.
Let me guess. Your friend's a Camlotion who's heard the Berserker potion can make a man tear a bear's arms from its sockets, and now he thinks he can be like us. Hate to break it to you, but that's no how it works. Our strength comes from battle, from blood, and that brew is Mither's ain rage running in our veins. Besides, it's a tribe secret. I might have left the Volker, but I'm no about to hand over our secrets just to anybody.
Bill, you must have something useful.
Camlotions and their love for shortcuts, but fine, have it your way. If your friend thinks swallowing something will help, maybe I can lend a horn. Here, it's harmless. Mostly herbs and a bit of spice. My father used to say true strength lies in the mind. So if your friend is as determined as you say, who knows? This might be enough for them. Good luck convincing them it's the real deal. That's half the battle.
I'm looking for a book about pregnancy and labor.
Oh, expecting a weein'? Congratulations. Lucky you. I don't think I've seen a newborn in Cunicht for as long as I've lived here.
Thanks is our first.
Wise of you to prepare yourselves. I think I have just the thing for you. The Temple of the All-Mother issued this book to instruct their priestesses in midwifery. Speaking of which, if you want some practical tips, You should ask Niante.
Hello.
She might still remember how to deliver a baby, although I wouldn't bet on it. So, when's the baby coming?
3 months or so. Very excited.
Is that so? How about you tell me the truth?
Okay, it's not for me, but for a soldier named Ridgeby.
Oh, is it now? Well, well, well. And why can't he come home and buy it himself?
He said you chase him off because you hate Camelosians.
Oh, that's precious. I chased him off because he couldn't take no for an answer. He came in and tried to seduce me. Told me he just loves to devour books. But he'd gladly do the same with me. Books, sure. Maybe for breakfast, to add variety to his military fare. When I told him I wasn't interested, he got all pissed off and called me an ugly, dumb savage. I only let him leave with his teeth intact to avoid proving him right. Tell you what, I'll sell you that book. But fair warning, I'll be sending his poor wife the story of Giron the Unfaithful, with a special edition forward for me. Deal?
I think you should go the other way around. Give Ridgeby the story of Jerome the Unfaithful.
You presume a man like that can be taught reason? I'm afraid the book's lesson will be completely lost on him, if he even bothers to read it. He might just tear out a few pages every time he goes to the privy.
You're right. Let's go with your idea.
Ha! Pleasure doing business with you. I hope his wife won't go easy on him.
Oh, hello there.
Here, take this.
My friend's looking for a solution to his age-related weakness. Do you know something?
Weakness from age. I'm afraid that's something none of us can escape. But even as we grow old, our strength can still be nurtured with care. This herbal brew strengthens the body and clears the mind, but only when used regularly, alongside proper effort, exercising both the mind and body. Here, take the recipe. If your friend seeks a quick fix, this won't satisfy him. True strength comes from consistency, not shortcuts. Please, remind him of that.
Okay.
Have some spare food or coin?
Hi. Have you had a chance to drop by the...
Here it is. You lied to me. Vrel told me you were harassing her.
What? I wasn't harassing her. I was just being friendly. I don't see what the big deal is. Besides, she should be grateful. I bet a savage like her doesn't get all that many compliments, especially not from men like me.
Here it is, but fair warning. Vrel sent your wife a book that suggests you being unfaithful.
What? That bitch! I'll teach her what happens to people who try to get smart with me. You mark my words. Thank you for the warning. I'll have to write a letter to my wife. She'll forgive and forget, I'm sure of it. Here's your money, and a little extra. You've done a good deed. Oh.
You're gonna get your face smashed in by that girl. Oh, fine. I'll make it right here.
Finally, you've been gone long enough.
I got the potion from local alchemist. He said it'll make you feel stronger.
Now that's more like it. Let me see. Ah, that's the stuff. I can feel it already. My muscles are burning. My blood's pumping. This is what I needed. It's strong. Almost too strong. But who cares? If it gets me back in the fight, it's worth it. Good work! You know, I might not be everything I used to be. But maybe that's all right. A soldier who can't fight isn't much of a soldier, is he? Still, you've done your part. I'll make it count. Thank you. Truly. Huh. If only my lads were as dutiful and dependable as you are. A man grows old, but he stays a fool, holding on to the idea that service means something, that being a soldier is a calling. But the young ones, they don't see it like that anymore.
Did something happen?
Oh, something happened, all right. I had a second-in-command named Gert. Good lad. Or so I thought. Trusted him like a son. And what does he do? He deserts! Can you believe it? The last person I'd ever suspect of such betrayal. Unless, of course, there's something I don't know. Some of the lads said he'd been acting strange lately. Then again, maybe it was just nerves, afraid of getting caught in the act. Honestly, I don't know what to think anymore.
How can you be sure he's desert?
I'm not. But what else could explain his absence? I see what's happening here in Kunacht. We don't know how long this mission will take, and Gert, well, he was real close with his family. His wife had a bun in the oven when he left. Maybe he got sick of waiting for Denham to grant him leave and just went.
Does Camelot pay for deserters?
Yeah, we do. Pure gold. Never thought I'd see the day I'd be handed a purse for Gert's head. But if you find him, that gold is yours. I know my duty, and I'll do it. Even if it breaks my heart.
Why don't you send one of your own men to search for him?
Because they're Denham's soldiers, not mine. I can't command them. They'd need leave to go into the field, and extra pay for finding Gert. And with those infected with the Red Death roaming the countryside, I doubt Denham's letting anyone out. But you? Seems you've got no problem wandering the wilderness.
Okay, I could see he decided to head towards Camelot.
I'd owe you for that. Maybe he just got lost on patrol. Gert's never been known for his sense of direction. Or maybe the weird night caught out there, and he couldn't find his way back. Either way, I'd pay for any news, good or bad. At least then I'd know what to tell his wife. I just hope Gert hasn't met some terrible fate. Yes?
I'll await your... I'll await...
Have some spare food. Coin? Anything else?
And the seeds are dead too. Nothing will grow from them. Oh, you're alive. Quite surprising, given your penchant for consuming potions from strange humans. Yes, yes. As you can see, I live here now. In Connect. That's the one. You humans have an odd way of naming things. Anyway, never mind that. I assume that someone from your species on such occasions would say something like, "Oh, good to see you," or perhaps, "Oh, get the quack off my land." But let's not bother with formalities. Is there any particular reason we should be having this conversation? If not, allow me to go back to pecking and shitting. Ugh.
You left the keep? Why?
What? Did I hear that correctly? Are you actually asking me why I left the keep? Well, maybe the reason was some bloody human exposing me. Now calm down, Muriel. Calm down. You shouldn't let yourself get upset so easily. Listen, after we had our little talk, I wasn't sure what you were planning to do. I've seen enough of what people like you are capable of. That's all. I'm not there anymore. I'm here now.
If I told anyone in the keep that I met a chicken who's also a Fort Dweller spy...
Oh, they would have laughed at you. They would have thought you were insane. Yes, I considered it a possible outcome, but still, I didn't want to escape. What if one of those loons took you seriously? I could almost feel their growing fear. And their stomachs were growling louder and louder.
Muriel, it's good to see you too.
Shoo, shoo. Fine, spit it out. Save it. All day, every day, all I can hear is, "Here, little chickies," from that woman. Ugh, it makes my blood boil. I can't take it anymore. False niceties, all of them. A few days ago, I saw them cut Mike's head off. The poor sod was alive for a bit after that. He ran around, kicked his feet. The humans came to gawk at him for a while and then left. Then they finished him off and ate him.
Are you going to continue?
That's humanity for you.
I see. Can you tell me anything interesting about the situation here?
You humans are painfully predictable. I found out nothing new about your lot. I've learned that the local lord has a problem with making decisions. Decisions that must be made, and quickly. The men here in this village is going out. And the weirdness is nearing. If everything continues as before, I think you can guess how it all might end.
What do you know about Menhirs?
You must be joking. I am the spy here, so I should be the one extracting information from you. Besides, I'm sure if you look around hard enough, you'll find your answers. Your species has achieved exceptional skill in sticking your noses in everyone else's business. I gather you don't like it here all that much. I don't like it anywhere. Nothing but sad faces and disgusting seeds. This place, though, grime, crime, and slime. Loads of beggars pecking at scraps thrown at them by other humans. Just like me. Just go already, human. Back to wherever you came from. Oh! For quack!
Wilkin?
Skip through this.
Yes. She wanted something precious to me, but I didn't have anything. So, fat chance of that happening now. I won't give her a single coin.
Woo. Careful.
Have some.
Yes.
Okay. Well, guys, I think we're gonna call it there. We made lots of progress, and I didn't kill the entire town.
Help us all out.
We'll do that later. But until then, we're gonna go explore the rest of this place and grab all the quests we can so that we can just do them all at the same time. All right, so yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.